Hello and welcome to my channel. I am Leora and I help individuals like yourself to discover and reveal their light within. Today's topic is a very deep and very deep topic and it goes something like this. In the spiritual world, if you've been around for a while, you would have heard the phrase that everything's an illusion. That basically only you and the creator exist and everything else is an illusion. Well, the question is, if everything is an illusion, then what's the point? If everything's an illusion, then it doesn't matter what I do, it doesn't matter what you do, it doesn't, that's what comes up. And so I was going to give some clarity on what it means that everything is an illusion. And it's based on the tree of life and the tree of good and evil. So if we take these two trees, we have to first understand what they represent. The tree of life represents harmony, blessings. It is basically the tree that is above in the 99% realm. And the tree of good and evil is the duality. It's the duality of everything, basically. It's what we see in this 1% realm. So in any point, we are able to choose which one. They're basically two different perspectives, okay? We have to understand that. So the tree of good and evil represents illusion. And the tree of life represents life. The 99% reality, the realm where everything starts, where everything has its beginning, where you and I had our beginning. And then we come into this realm where we're limited by time and space. But time and space are actually an illusion. They don't exist. And the more we step into the reality that everything is an illusion, and we understand what does that mean behind it? What does it mean everything is an illusion? We have in every situation two perspectives. We have these two perspectives. One of things are good and bad, or one, things are only good. So the tree of life gives us the perspective of basically everything is the light, and everything is the light, and I am the light. Everything is the light. Everything is the creator. When everything is the creator, then we no longer have this duality. Duality no longer exists because duality is an illusion, just like time and space. And so how can we practically use this in our life? I mean, why do we need to know it? What does it matter? Well, in every situation that you come into, it doesn't matter what kind of challenge you're facing right now. In every situation, you have a choice. You have free will to choose whether you're going to see it from a perspective of duality, this is good or bad, or a perspective of life, that everything is the life. And if this is here if this challenge is here, if this person is here, it doesn't matter what it is good, because only good exists, because only the light exists, and the light is good. What is the power behind living our life like this? Let's take it a little more practical. If I get into a situation where I'm being challenged, maybe it looks like somebody's trying to steal money from me, okay? I'm in a business deal and I'm having a situation where it looks like this person's trying to cheat me out of money. So when I pause and I say, okay, that is an illusion. The money's an illusion. This person is an illusion. The situation is an illusion. That's the part of it that there's always the illusion and the reality, the true reality and illusion in every situation. And the trick is to figure out which is which. Which is the reality and which is the illusion. So if we know that everybody else is an illusion, and if we go forward with the belief that only I and the creator exist, and this whole world was created just for me, or you and the creator exist, and the whole world was created just for you. If I go through this if I decide to choose reality, the true reality, the tree of life reality, then in this situation, as the example I gave you with this business partner that was trying to cheat me out of money, and if I perceive that as, okay, the business partner is an illusion, doesn't exist. The money is an illusion, doesn't exist. The business itself is an illusion, doesn't exist. What is the reality? Why is this here? What is my soul even here to do? If we come from the perspective that our soul is here to transform and to evolve, then the scenery falls away. It's just an illusion. The actor, the co-star, falls away. It's just an illusion. It's just an act being played out. The money that's being stolen is just an illusion. It doesn't mean that we just lie back and let life happen. That's not what I'm saying. But if we learn to see the reality instead of buying into the illusion, then we'll have clarity. If we know with absolute certainty that everything is the light and the light is in everything, the creator then is referred to as the light. So if I know the creator is everything and the creator is in everything, then I have to ask myself, why am I playing this scene right now? How is this scene going to help me in my transformation and the healing of my soul? What does my soul want to experience? What is my soul trying to go through so that I can come on the other side of this, come out on the other side of this where I'm stronger, I'm more secure, I'm more of my true essence is able to enter this body as I'm in this world. So in every situation, I would like for us all to ask ourselves, which part of this is illusion and which part of this is reality, the 99% reality. Everything that happens in our life, we have written into our story. We need it there. We and the creator together. It can't be a mistake, no matter how bad it looks or how you are kicking and screaming against it. It's not a mistake. It's there for a purpose. How many times have you gone through something and came out on the other side a year later, 6 months later, and you're like, oh, thank God that breakup happened, or thank God I lost my job then because this door opened up for me. The trick of seeing the illusion in the moment is that you don't have to wait 6 months to a year later to realize what a blessing that was. If we go forth with the knowing, with the absolute certainty, we know that the Creator is in everything, the Creator is behind everything, and the Creator only brings into my life what is good for me, what is a blessing for me, it only brings things into my life that will help me grow and transform and will help me reach my goals. And the Creator just wants to meet all my desires according to His riches and glory. There is nothing that the Creator wants to withhold from us. And if we understand that, we really believe it, then we can go through life and recognize the illusion and the 99% reality in every situation. It's all about our perspective. What you choose to see, how you choose to see the world is how the world is going to show up for you. How you choose to see people is how those people are going to show up for you. If you choose to see the light of the Creator in everybody, then who can be against you? Even if it seems like this person is against you in this moment, in reality, it's only the Creator. It's only you and the Creator. And that's what's meant by that life is an illusion. What we see with our senses, this is an illusion. But the reality is always side by side with the illusion. And it's just a matter of knowing our soul's purpose, knowing what our soul is calling us to do in order to separate the illusion from the reality. So in that situation, when I just explained, let's take it a little more practical. In that situation where somebody's trying to steal money from me, and first of all, nothing can be stolen from you that belongs to you, okay? So let's say part of my soul's correction is to stand up for myself. Boundaries. It's, let's say part of my soul's correction is setting boundaries, and it's a pattern that shows up in different areas of my life, okay? And so in this situation where somebody is trying to steal something, let's just take it as a scene being played in a movie. Why would I write that in? I'm the director, I'm the screenwriter. Why would I write that in there? My character, we all want to be heroes. We all want our main character to be a hero. You want to be a hero. I want to be a hero. We want to be the heroes in our own movies. So for what reason would a character who's constantly getting trampled on, constantly not showing your boundaries, but getting used and taken advantage of, why would this situation come up? For what reason? Of course, to stand up for myself. To say, hey, this is not right. And use my voice. And to say, stop. This can't happen anymore. And but first of all, I have to own it. That's the clue. I have to see the illusion. I have to be thankful for that person. I have to be thankful for the situation, thankful for the scene that I've written, and understand it and say, that's the illusion. And now I understand what my soul wants. My soul has given me this gift in order to stand up for myself, in order to draw boundaries, in order to use my voice and say, no, not anymore. And what's beautiful about this, that's the reality. That's the 99% reality. That's what our soul is wanting. That is the transformation that we need to go to our next level. And the beautiful thing about this is because it's what your soul wants and it's what the Creator wants from you, you'll succeed. You just have to take that courageous step. And if that is one of your issues, is standing up towards others and standing in your strength and showing those boundaries, then it's going to be extremely hard for you to do. If it's something, if it just depends what your soul's purpose is. The things that are uncomfortable for you, that confrontation that you're supposed to have, that conversation you're supposed to have, if that's uncomfortable for you, that's where you grow. And in every situation, you just have to take away the illusion to see the reality. Why is it good for me? What is it there for? What's it trying to show me? How am I going to grow from this? You always have to come into your self-empowerment, you have to own it. You have to take responsibility for it. I'm not talking about shame. I'm not talking about whose fault it is, guilt. I'm not talking about any of that. That's just all distraction. I'm talking about saying, okay, I wrote this in my movie. I wrote this in there. I'm the screenwriter. I'm the director. I'm the main star in my film. Why did I do it? And I'm going to own it that I did it, because if I wrote it, that means I can rewrite it. If I think I'm at the mercy of others, then I give away my power. I give away my power to be able to change anything. In every moment, we have to own it. We have to take responsibility for it so that we have the power within us to change it. If I think somebody's doing something to me, then all of a sudden I enslave myself and I put them as a master over me. It's also very energetic. If I believe that everything happens for me, for my transformation, then nobody else stands over me. And then I'm sovereign. And that's what we need to be. That's what we all want to be. We have to believe, we have to know that we're at the mercy of nobody, that we are co-creators, and that the Creator Himself is standing at our side and is there to support us and is rooting for us. The Creator wants us to succeed. more than we want to succeed even. The Creator wants to give us everything, all our heart's desires, even more than we desire it. We have to realize that we are loved, that we are supported. And I encourage you in every situation to pause, take a breath, pause, say which part is the illusion. The illusion is always the setting, always the person, always the situation. That's always the illusion. And then ask yourself, where's the 99% reality? What is my soul trying to teach me in this situation? The tree of life. You will enter the consciousness of the tree of life, and there you will succeed at becoming the best version of yourself. I wish you guys an amazing, amazing day.